Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nick Roloff, where we are back live on the channel for some Heat basketball. And tonight's game is at home against the Los Angeles Clippers. Miami's 6-game winning streak snapped on Saturday night against the Pistons, but they look to start another one today against the 5-15 Los Angeles Clippers, a team that Miami already beat earlier this season in LA. It was a thrilling victory where Miami held on to a 1-point victory. Hopefully Miami will come better prepared today and blow out a team that has really been struggling, missing Bradley Beal today, missing Bogdan Bogdanovic. They have a couple injuries at their disposal. Derrick Jones Jr., former Heat legend, out for today's game as well. Miami is fully healthy. Jaime Jaquez Jr. back after missing Saturday's game against the Pistons. Heat rocking with the same starting lineup: Davion Mitchell, Tyler Herro, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, and Bam Adebayo. I thought they would have put Kel'el Ware into the starting lineup to go a little bit bigger against a Clippers team that has a lot of size. They start Kris Dunn, James Harden, Zubac, John Collins, and Kawhi Leonard, but ultimately Miami sticks with the same starting lineup. I disagree to a certain degree, but we'll ultimately see what happens in today's game. But appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on this Monday night, and hopefully everybody's ready to hang out for the entire Heat game here today. It's going to be a lot of fun. And as always, we start off our watch parties by asking you where you're watching from. Shout out your city for me down in the comment section. Where are the real ones watching from? Where are the real ones watching from? Shout out your city for me down in the comment section. We got 58 people in the building already. We got time in it. Kane England in England. Tyson Bryant in Miami. We got Malachi in England, so 2 people in England. We got Colin in Indiana. Aaliyah in Minnesota. I love that, man. We got Ohio. We're in the Southeast. Fort Myers, Minnesota, Fort Lauderdale, Indiana, England. I'm sure my guy from Australia going to be here eventually. What is this? We got people announcing, like NBC, where they're from. They're all, what's going on here? I've never seen this before. I've never seen that before. Elias in Sweden, Hawaii, Kansas, Panama. Look at that, man. Look at how worldwide we go. Guantanamo Bay for Cuba. All right. Look at us, man. We special out here, man. We are special. Should be a fun one. Hopefully Miami's able to bounce back and get a victory today. Be a big win for Miami, especially with a week ahead that includes a game to Dallas on Wednesday, which, by the way, quick little sidebar here. Mr. Nick will not be here live on Wednesday for Heat Mavericks. I say it every year. We won't go live for every game. We try to as much as we can. But there's one game a year we're guaranteed not to go live for, and is when Miami travels to Dallas to play the Mavericks, because our headquarters are in Dallas. So I will be at the game on Wednesday when they come to the D-City in Texas. So I'll be there on Wednesday. No watch party, but we got to stream tonight. We got to stream on Friday for Heat Magic. We'll be live next Tuesday on the 9th for Heat Magic again. Quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. The Heat did advance. We broke that down over the weekend. So, yeah. Javier says, what do we do on Wednesday? I just watch the game. I'll be in person, live tweeting the game. But, yeah, I got to go watch the game in person, man. I only get to watch one Heat game in person a year, and it's when they come to Dallas. So I'm taking advantage of that. I'm sure I could travel to Miami, but I don't really got the time for that. So that's my only opportunity, and I'm always going to take advantage of it. You should take advantage of our sponsor on today's show, which is Prize Picks. Let me tell you about that. This Heat stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, best time of the year, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, and it is always good to be right on Prize Picks. They got a new feature, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out of those winnings before the game even finishes. You just pick more or less at least 2 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. And they have easy withdrawals, fast and secure. Prize Picks accepts so many and most of the major payment methods, making deposits in your account this season so much easier. I have an entry, as I always do today, in the Heat Clippers matchup. more than Bam Adebayo points, more than Kawhi Leonard field goal attempts, and more than Kel'el Ware points, rebounds, assists. Feel good about the two big men for Miami. I think we go with a big man lineup for most of the game. Join me on Prize Picks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. As always, who you got? MIA for the Heat, LAC for the Clippers. Who do you think wins this one today? I do think Miami wins. I'd be typing my MIAs. 94% of our poll is rocking with the Heat today. Kane Angel going Miami. Apachito going to Miami. Matt asked if I ever been to a Heat game. Yeah, I've been to, I think, 2 games in Miami. I grew up in Rochester, New York, then moved to Dallas, Texas, so not in the area a lot. I've been to 2. I've been to the 20. I don't remember if it was 2018 or 2019. No, it was 2018. It was 2018. I went to the 2018 game between the Hawks and the Heat. It was Trae Young's rookie year. It was also Dwayne Wade's final season because I never saw him play in person as a kid. My favorite player of all time, why I'm a Heat fan. And I was like, I got to see him play once before he retired. So I went to a Hawks Heat game with my dad and with my best friends from high school. We were there in Miami on a little spring break trip. And then I went back the year after in 2019. Jimmy's first year, Herro's rookie season. We played the Bulls and we clapped them by like 30. It was like a dominating game. It was pretty cool. So I've been to 2 games in Miami. We won both of them. Now, with that being said, I have a losing record when I see him in person in Dallas. We're actually defeated. So I've seen the Heat play in person, I think, 5 times. 3 times on the road in Dallas. Twice in Miami. Undefeated in Miami. 2-0. In Dallas, 0-3. They lost in the 22-23 season, 23-24 season, and last season. They're on a 3-game losing streak in Dallas. So hopefully that changes on Wednesday, and I finally see the Heat win in person in Dallas. That's the hope. That's the hope. Yeah, a little too young to watch D Wade in his prime, and plus I didn't have a team close to me in my growing up age because like we lived in Rochester. The closest NBA team was actually the Cavs. Believe that or not, the Cavs were the closest team in the NBA to where I'm from. I know, it's like, how are you not closer to the Knicks or Nets? They're in the same state. From Rochester, New York, it was 4 hours to Cleveland and 6.5 to New York City. So, yeah, the Cavs were actually the closest team to me, and I never made it out there for a Heat-Cavs game or anything like that. But, yeah. But anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Season, you can try to rage bait me all you want, but I make a very strict rule when we go on these channels. If it's Dolphins, we're not going to be talking about the Heat. And if we're on Heat, we're not talking about the Dolphins. So you can try your hardest, but I don't think you're going to be able to get me today. I don't think you're going to be able to get me. Most people rocking with Miami yet. Like to see that. Does Kaz play today? No. Heat are fully healthy. I don't know if he plays a single game this year unless a lot of injuries occur. I feel like it's going to be like a redshirt year for Jakucionis. Kind of where I'm feeling. Like, I don't know if that's the best thing in the world, but that kind of feels like how we're heading, right? I mean, who's he going to play over? Is he going to play over Dru Smith? Doubt it. Is he going to play over Davion Mitchell? No. Herro? No. Powell? No. Like, unless an injury occurs, I just don't think Jakucionis is going to get into the rotation. I mean, Nikola Jovic is out of the rotation, and rightfully so. He's been horrible. Over 100 people watching. If you're ready for the game, hit that like button, folks. Let's get to 50 likes. Let's get to 50 likes. Come on. Come on. 99 people watching, only 20 likes. Let's get to 50. We need to get to 50. Yeah, we're pretty healthy today. Only player out due to injury/illness is Keshad Johnson. You're right. You're right. Excuse my cough. LAC is lacking. That's good. I hope that's the case. Let's get to 50. We're at 26. Come on. You want the Heat to win today. You're ready for the game. Don't jinx it. Hit that thumbs up icon. Takes 1 second. Takes 1 second to hit that like button, man. We're live here on a Monday night, hanging out with all y'all. I love when the Clippers do their old school orange and blue jerseys. Why, you might ask? Well, because their organization, the Clippers, Los Angeles, yes, actually originated in Buffalo, New York, the Buffalo Braves. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, if the Clippers never moved to LA and stayed in Buffalo, maybe I would be a Buffalo Braves basketball fan rather than a Heat fan, because that would be a team an hour away. But hey, listen, I'm not a fan of the Buffalo Sabres or Buffalo Bills, so maybe it wouldn't have changed at all. Maybe it wouldn't have changed at all. 33 likes. Let's get to 50. Come on, we got to climb. We got to climb. We got to climb. We get to 50 likes, we win the game. That's what I've been told. Move to San Diego. Whenever. They moved away from Buffalo. That's all I know. That's all I know. Yeah, Kane Angel, you are right about that. So maybe the Buffalo Braves would be my least favorite team in the NBA because the Buffalo Bills are my least favorite team in the NFL. Not my most hated overall. That would be the Atlanta Braves, followed by the New York Yankees. But, yeah, Buffalo Bills coming in number 3. Seasoned. You're good stuff, man. Hopefully you're able to find some happiness in your life. That's all I hope. Come on, we're 13 likes away from 50. Let's get there. Come on. Hit that thumbs up icon. We need to get to 50. We need to get to 50. Once we get to 50, we'll talk more about the game. Gotta get to 50 likes, though. I mean, there's 112 people watching. There's 13 people out there that haven't liked the video. It takes 1 second. Got to get 50, man. We're going to be the 12 people to get us there. We ain't moving forward. Now we only need 11. Now we only need 11. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I did. I was in Fort Myers, Florida, hanging out with the fam. $10 likes away. Right there. We got to get to 50, though. Once we get to 50, we'll move on. But, I mean, that's the rules. We're getting 50. I mean, we could already have moved past this like 10 minutes ago if you guys hit the thumbs up button. 9 likes away, man. 8 likes away. I mean, there's 120 people watching right now, and it feels like it's crazy that we don't have 50 likes. It's crazy to me. 6 likes away. We're right there. We're right there, man. 4 likes. Who's going to cross the finish line? Once we cross 50 likes, I'll tell everyone what the raffle item for this month is. There we go. We got the 50 likes. Super chat menu on today's show gives us an opportunity to tell you about our raffle item. Hey, any super today, raffle ticket. We're doing a first day of December special. Any super chat, raffle ticket, $10, 10 push-ups, $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame, and we take a shot of Patron to celebrate. Here we go. That's the Heat board for the year. What is the raffle item for December? I'm glad you asked. How about this little Heat ribbon? I don't know if it's called a ribbon. It's a cool little panel, though, nonetheless. See, you hang it up, or you can just tape it. It's got some Heat logos, the old school logo, the little specialty logo, the current logo. I think it's a sweet item. We're going to raffle this off at the end of the month. As I mentioned, get into the raffle by super chatting. Any super chats get into the raffle today. Moving forward, it'll be at least $5, but wanted to do a first day special for the Heat fans hanging with us here on our first stream of December. I have a question for the people. Do the Heat need to trade someone? I almost think they do. I really believe that Miami might need to make a consolidation trade. We've talked a lot about it. Miami's depth is awesome. They've got 11 players, 12 guys that could all play. And the issue is trying to find out who should be playing on a game-to-game basis, what rotations work. But I kind of talked about it on Sunday that the Heat's offense has been struggling a little bit. But I just think it's more or less because of the roster imbalance. Because there are two guys specifically that play the same type of way and bring the same things to the table. They struggle defensively, but they're scorers, they're shooters, and they're really good. And it's Powell and Herro. And that's the issue. Like, I don't think Norman Powell and Tyler Herro can really play together. I hope that I get proven wrong and that changes. But both Powell and Herro are volume scorers who are very efficient as well, but good three-point shooters, but below average defenders. So the question is, can those guys be compatible on the floor? Because they're both going to struggle defensively, and they're both going to bring the same things to the table offensively. So it might benefit Miami to ultimately trade one of them with draft picks or young players like Jaquez or Jovic or Jakucionis to get players on the wing or another big man or an elite point guard that can defend. Like, it's just tough to justify, but let me know. Do you guys think Miami needs to trade someone? Like, I almost think Miami's a weird issue where they have too many good players and a couple players that just are redundant. Like, Herro and Powell do the same exact thing. Do you need two of them? I don't think so. Let me know. What's up, Ron Brown? What's up, man? Ty Man says yes. AKA Miami, you said it, not me, man. If you want to go that way, my Venmo is Nick Dash Roloff. You want to donate to the channel that way rather than on Super Chat, it goes to the same place regardless. Just gets put back right in the channel to get more opportunities, more giveaways. So, yeah, you guys let me know. It always works to be. I see a yes. I see a yes. A lot of people saying Jovic could be the person traded. Could be, man. Could be. It's tricky to trade him. His contract's only making $4 million, so it's kind of hard to include him right now. I know. It's like it feels like they should stagger Herro and Powell, but like it's tough because it's like who gets moved to the bench? They've both been 24 point per game scorers. Miami has had Powell doing that this year, and then you've had Herro be an all-star doing it last season. So it's tough. It's certainly tough. Oh, first super chat of the day. Shout out to the main man, Jason Holmes. Shout out to Jason Holmes. We'll get that on the screen here in a second. First super chatter of the day. Let me get the heat, or let me start writing them down. First super chat of the day. First raffle ticket for the month of November or December. Oh, man. Oh, man. Already thinking December. We're getting closer to tip-off, about 7 minutes away from Heat Clippers action in Miami. Shout out to Jason Holmes. How you doing, man? Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat indeed. Holmes, I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing good as well, my friend. Predict the score. Who wins and what's the score? I think the Heat win. I'm going Heat 118, Clippers 111. 118, 111. That's my answer. 118, 111. I see 122 to 109. 128, 121. AK Miami says, Nick, I got a challenge for you. Pick one Heat player this game, and for every 3 they hit, I'll donate 5. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. AKA Miami, I'm going to go with, who do I think goes off from 3 today? Who do I think? Well, I'm going to choose someone who I think goes off. I mean, that's the right strategy on that, right? You'd imagine so. Norman Powell playing his old team. That feels like a good pick. Feels like a good pick. Oh, man. Certainly not going to pick a Jaquez. Do I go Wiggins? Wiggins shot well the other day. Herro had 6 threes on Saturday. Final answer, I'm going Norman Powell. AKA Miami, that's my final pick. Norman Powell against his old team. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going with. I see Heat win 125, 119, 118, 110. Kane Angel really close to me. 132, 121 from Matthias. KV says Powell hits 4 threes. I think Norman Powell has a big game today. He was really good against the Clippers last time playing his old team. I think he has another good game today. Ware starting? No. Starting lineup for Miami today. Same one they've rocked with since Wednesday. Davion Mitchell, Tyler Herro, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, and Bam Adebayo. I tweeted out today, I thought that they would make a switch to the starting lineup and go with a bigger lineup against the size of LA and put Davion Mitchell to the bench and start Kel'el Ware, but ultimately not the case. Ultimately not the case. Starting lineup for the Clippers, I believe, is Kris Dunn, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, John Collins, and Ivica Zubac. That's what I think their starting lineup is. That's what I think it is. All right, folks, we're about 2-3 minutes away from getting tipped off. I think we can get to 26,000 subscribers today. If we get to 26,000 subscribers today, I'll do a shot of Patron on the house. So if you're someone watching who isn't subscribed, join the channel and subscribe today. Be a lot of fun here throughout the season. Once the NFL season ends, the NBA content will certainly ramp up. If you're ready for the game, type those me's. Type those me's. Hot Dog Colin, Tie Man, Crushing Stuff, Apachito, Jason Holmes, Magmon, Slaying Cat, Kane Angel. Tip-off right around the corner here. 2 minutes away. Heat wearing their white unis. Clippers wearing their, I think, dark blues today. Dark blues for the Clips. I think the Heat win tonight. I think it was like a 6.5-point spread. Clippers are 5-15. They just lost at home to the Mavericks. The Clippers are not good. Which is surprising because I thought they would have been at least competitive. But they've been bad. What's up, Melvin? We're out ready to roll, baby. Over 200 people watching. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video. And as we get ready to go in Miami, Heat looking to improve the record to 14-7 with a win. Who you got? Who you got? Hopefully the Heat can bounce back with a win today, man. Disappointing game on Saturday against the Pistons. Let's not have that happen again. Bam, Zubac, center circle. Tip is up. Tip is won by the Clippers. Clippers start with ball. Zubac has it. Gets it over to Kawhi. Kawhi defended by Wiggins. Pick and roll to the corner. John Collins is three. No good. Adebayo with the defensive rebound. Here comes Miami. Davion Mitchell pushing. Trailing Adebayo for three. Good! Bam! Adebayo from three! And the Heat go up early after a triple from Mr. Bam. Harden pick and roll. Oh, he just shoved Davion Mitchell. It's going the other way! Offensive foul, James Harden. Davion Mitchell, the pest. Always in the grill. That's why it's hard for me to say they should bench Davion. He's so good. But I want to start Ware next to Bam, which means one of Herro or Powell has to go to the bench. And it's like, which one do you choose? I don't know. Bam, shimmy, shake, elbow, jumper. That one too strong. He wanted a foul. No call. Kawhi Leonard the other way. Over to Harden. Inside the Zubac. They have to double him. Kris Dunn cutting on the baseline, kicks it out to Collins. His three rattles in and out, and an excellent rebound by Andrew Wiggins to secure the board. Wiggins attacks James Harden, spins, push shot, no, gets his own rebound, and puts it up and in. Wiggins would not be denied, and the Heat go up 5. Wiggins coming off a real strong performance on Saturday. He had 17 points in LA against the Clippers on November 3rd. Harden dumps it into Collins, backing down on Davion Mitchell. Oh, I thought he traveled with it. No call, and ended up getting the bank shot to go. First bucket of the game for the Clippers. Norman Powell thought about a three, now pick and roll with Bam. Bam, bank shot. Good! Adebayo with a quick 5 points in this one. That is the lead for Miami 2 minutes through this first quarter. Bam against the Clippers on November 3rd, 25 points, 10 boards. Kawhi Leonard driving downhill. Good defense by Wiggins. No good. Bam with the board. Bam pushing, attacking Zubac, and flips it up and in. Adebayo aggressive early. He's got 7 points, and it's a 9-2 Heat lead. Defense to offense early for Miami. Kawhi guarded by Wiggins. Lobs it to Zubac. He kicks it to the corner. Dunn drives. Now lobs back to Zubac. Blocked from behind. Adebayo everywhere. Offensively, defensively. Terrorizing the Clippers early. 7 seconds on the shot clock for the Clippers. Kawhi to inbound, having a hard time finding a spot to get it in, and lofts it towards the half-court line to Dunn. Dunn has to work quickly here. Driving on Adebayo, spinning, and that's a goaltend. That was a pretty spin move by Kris Dunn, and was able to get it up on the glass before Bam could get to it. Heat working quickly the other way. Powell to the rim. That's a bad shot by Powell. Airballs a layup. Clippers quickly the other way themselves, and it's going to be a foul on Davion Mitchell inside, holding John Collins, and that's the first on Davion Mitchell. Kris Dunn inside, fouled. I think Tyler Herro whistled for it, and it will be 2 free throws coming for Kris Dunn. Oh, man. First free throw for Kris Dunn is good. Have to do something here. Sorry about this. Well, we got another bucket inside. This one's Andrew Wiggins as it goes 11-6. I'll have to figure that out here in a second. Anyway, here's on the court. Harden misses inside. Rebound Miami. Heat looking to extend this 5-point lead. Wiggins lines up a left wing three and hits it. Andrew Wiggins firing early. The Heat up 14-6. And it's going to be a timeout by the Clippers. Wiggins puts the Heat up by 8, largest lead of the game. And you know what that means, folks. The Clippers need a timeout. Spam those fireball emojis. Spam those fireball emojis. Going to give some shout-outs here in a second, but trying to figure out why this certain graphic is not working. Huh. I don't know. I'm a little puzzled. I'm a little puzzled here, folks. Oh, the other way, I guess. All right, we'll see if this works. Who knows? I'm freestyling stuff, folks. No, it's not. All right, never mind. Tried to do some freestyling. Not going to work. Not going to work. But shout out to everyone spamming those fireball emojis. As you know, we're a one-man band here for the most part. Shout out to M Sports Review with the $5 super chat. Sorry, it's been a minute, but let's go Heat. Ware's made me very happy the last month. Yeah, he has been really good. M Sports Review. You get a raffle ticket for our December month-long raffle. It's going to be good stuff, man. We got the raffle item. If you do not know, it is going to be this Heat felt banner. I think that's a good way to put it. That's our month-long raffle. Raffle it off at the end of the month. But big opportunity for the Heat to get a bounce-back win against the 5-15 Clippers. And it's a good start for Miami, up 14-6. And then the Heat steal it. Mitchell rips Harden from behind. Chance to take an early 10-point lead if they can get a bucket here. Mitchell attacks Zubac. Swings it out to Norman Powell. Powell drives on John Collins and is rejected inside. Clippers, good transition defense by Miami, forces them to slow it down. Kawhi in the mid-range, guarded by Wiggins. A deep two, no good, and you got to live with that shot every day of the week. Offensive rebound, John Collins flips it up and home. I mean, you're going to live with a 20-foot, two-point shot by Kawhi every time. And then the Heat turn it over. Norman Powell's been horrible to start the game. Absolutely terrible. 2 bad shots and then a turnover there. 14-8, Heat still lead. No substitutions for either team to this point. Andrew Wiggins guarding Kawhi at the free throw line. Heat double. And Powell strips it from Leonard. Bam on the left wing gets it to Herro. Herro hasn't done anything so far. Bam, isolating on Zubac. Mid-range, step back. Oh, toilet bowled around the rim, but couldn't fall. Harden guarded by Mitchell. Harden's been kept in check early. Swings it over to Kawhi. Kawhi gets downhill on Wiggins. Spinning, fades away from 10 feet, but too strong. Herro with the board. Throws it ahead to Powell. Powell stepped out of bounds. Jesus Christ, Norman. That's that's not 3 turnovers. That's a turnover and 2 bad shots by Powell early. Harden, pick and roll. Euro stepping inside, flips it up and in. Wiggins, who has 7 early points here, swings it around the perimeter. Bam's going to try a left wing 3. And connects! Bam! Adebayo with 2 threes in the first quarter. And then rejects. They called a foul on Norman Powell underneath, but Bam rejected John Collins. Bam now with a game-high 10 points. Shout out to Mr. Gio with the $5 super chat saying, let's go eat. Mr. Gio gets a raffle ticket. And then M Sports Review again. First quarter of the season, Spo is Coach of the Year frontrunner, in my opinion. The way he switched his team has never been done before. It certainly has been impressive as John Collins misses the free throw. But I think the Coach of the Year would either have to go to Mark Dagenhall at Oklahoma City. They're 19-1. Or J.B. Bickerstaff having the Pistons, 17-4 now? Or 16-4? Spo's been awesome, but at this point in the season, I'd probably say it's either Dagenhall or Bickerstaff. Davion Mitchell tees up a 3 and drains it! Davion Mitchell! And the Heat up 9. Largest lead of the game. Heat are 4-4 from 3 so far. Harden, double teamed. Throws it inside to Zubac. Zubac up against Jaquez, misses the right hook. Bam with the rebound, and then almost throws it away. It is officially still on the ball. Heat have it. Now, but it's going to be an 8-second violation on Miami. A lot of chaos on that play. Three turnovers for both teams tonight as the Heat lead by 9. Zubac inside, great position, able to flip it up and in. 5.5 to go here in the opening quarter. Jaquez being guarded by Zubac right now. So team employing the strategy of guarding him with a center. Powell running floater over Zubac. Connects. Good to see Norman Powell put together a good play there after a rough start in this one. He had 21 points against his former team in the previous matchup in LA. Kawhi guarded by Wiggins. Swings it to the corner. Kris Dunn lines up a 3 and buries it. Makes it a 6-point game. Dunn was 7 points in this one. I think he's the leading scorer. Jaquez almost turns it over, but it goes off the foot of James Harden, so the Heat catch a break there. Jaquez in. He took out Herro. He's going to shoot a 3. Comes up a bit short. Couple substitutions here for the Clippers. Kobe Sanders, the rookie from Nevada, in the game. I really liked him. I said I wanted him to be a second-round target for Miami. Oh, Norman Powell with a big rejection. Heaton out and running, but Wiggins smokes the layup. Oh, what a wasted defensive play. Powell absolutely rejected Kawhi from behind. Now Zubac has position inside and throws down a dunk. Damn it. Fucking Wiggins, dude. Make a fucking layup. Clippers take it away from Powell. Norman Powell has been horrible. Kobe Sanders in the corner for three. Blocked by Wiggins. Good defensive rotation there by Wiggs. But Norman Powell, 2 turnovers, 2 bad shots. Rough start for him. That Wiggins block is already the 3rd of the game for Miami. Bam has one, Wiggins has one, and Powell has one. Kel'el Ware checks into the game for the first time. Bam Adebayo takes a seat. Andrew Wiggins sits down as well. It's Pelle Larsson in for Wiggs. Zubac backing down on Ware. Zubac has the size advantage, but Ware has the length. Zubac gets to his right hand and flips it up and in. Savvy move from the veteran. 2-point game now. Miami has never trailed in this one. Led as much as 9. Larsson drives on Nick Batum. Tries to go up and under, but swings it to the corner for Powell. 3 on the way. No good. And this tough start for Powell continues. Rebound LA. Harden attacking downhill. Fouled by Norman Powell, and it will be 2 free throws coming for James Harden. First free throw good for Harden. Makes it a 1-point game. Second free throw missed, so the Heat still have the lead. Dru Smith and Herro in. Clippers are on an 8-0 run. Herro driving, gets cut off and resets it out to Dru Smith. Larsson, corner 3. Good! Good shot there by Pelle Larsson. Heat's lead back up to 4. 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Harden, step back 3. Oh my God, they call a bullshit foul. That is so fucking ridiculous, man. Heat are 5 of 7 from 3. The Clips are 1 of 5, but 3 free throws coming for Harden. I can't stand fouling 3-point shooters. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. We have a list of them, but turnovers, missed free throws, and fouling 3-point shooters have to be my top 3. Harden leads the NBA in fouls drawn on 3-point attempts, 25 this year. Just got to be smarter. Got to be smarter, man. Harden makes the first 2 free throws, can pull the Clips within 1. Harden's third free throw good, so he makes the 3, and it's a 25-24 game. Larsson driving on Harden, crosses over, and swings it out to Jaquez. Jaquez back to Larsson. 1 more to Herro. Herro driving, kicking, corner. Dru Smith hesitated, and now he drives baseline, but a foul called. Whistle on the Clippers. That will be the first foul of the game on the Clippers somehow. But it will be baseline or side out for Miami, up 1 with 2:40 to go in quarter number 1. Second time out of the quarter gives us an opportunity to tell you about our sponsor on today's live show, which is Prize Picks. This Heat stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, best time of the year, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, and it is always good to be right on Prize Picks. They got a new feature, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out of those winnings before the game even finishes. You just pick more or less at least 2 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. And they have easy withdrawals, fast and secure. Prize Picks accepts so many in most of the major payment methods, making deposits in your account this season so much easier. I have an entry, as I always do today, in the Heat-Clippers matchup. More than Bam Adebayo points, more than Kawhi Leonard field goal attempts, and more than Kel'el Ware points, rebounds, assists. Feel good about the two big men for Miami. I think we go with a big man lineup for most of the game. Join me on Prize Picks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. You see I'm off to a good start in my Prize Picks. Bam Adebayo more than 16.5 points. He's already got 10 points. That's unbelievable to start that good. Kawhi's taken 3 shots, so on a good pace there, I feel like. And then Ware just checked in. He's already got a board. So we'll see if he's going to hit the PRA. But, folks, if you want the Heat to win tonight, hit that like button. We got over 370 people watching, but only 86 likes. Come on. Hit the like button. Make your boy a little bit happy. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100. We're 11 away. Home game? Yeah, Miami is at home. If Miami is on the bottom, they're always home. We have the same graphic set up every game. Top team away, bottom team home. 3 likes away from 100. Let's get there before we return to action. Hit that thumbs up icon. Come on. One away. Come on. Let's get to 100. There we go. 101. Keep on hitting that thumbs up icon. Kel'el Ware to inbound it from the side. Gets it to Dru Smith. They're trying to get to Herro. They do. He's on the left wing. Works on John Collins. Herro. Step back. Deep 2. It does not go, but offensive tap out by Larsson to Dru Smith for 3. That one goes! Dru Smith from 3. And the Heat continue to be unconscious from beyond the arc. 6 of 8 from 3. James Harden double-teamed, swings it over to Kobe Brown. His 3, no good. Ware gobbles up the rebound. Outlet Dru Smith. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Heat looking to keep this lead. Herro, shot fakes, drives, 8-foot floater. No good. Ware's putback attempt too strong. Heat are 11 of 21 from the field. They can't miss a 3, but they can't make anything inside the arc. Kobe Brown drives baseline on Dru Smith. Rejected! Herro with the rebound, leading the pace. Herro, floater at the free throw line. That one goes, and the Heat lead by 6. Defense to offense, the 4th block of the quarter for Miami, and it's coming from the unusual suspects. Powell with the block, Dru Smith with the block. Harden isolated on Pelle Larsson. Double team, drives left. Throws it up at the rim. No good. Rebound falls to John Collins. He gets blocked. Ball still loose. That's a shot clock violation. Swarming defense from Miami. That's now the 6th block of the game for the Heat. They're going to say John Collins got blocked there by Jaquez. He did. And then got blocked again by Jaquez before the shot clock violation. That's 2 blocks for Jaime. Heat lead by 6 with about a minute to go in the opening 12. Jaquez driving, absorbs contact, and flips it up. How did he get that one to go off glass? His first score of the game, and the Heat are back up by 8. Jordan Miller, the former Miami Hurricane inside, can't finish. Ball loose, rebound for the Clippers. Second opportunity, and it's Harden guarded by Larsson. Harden drives, cut off. Great team defense by Miami. Flips it inside to Kobe Sanders, who couldn't get it to go, and Ware skies for the board. Heat out and running. Jaquez lobbing. Larsson, no good. Blocked from behind, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Heat ball on the baseline. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 34 on the game clock. Opportunity to go a quick 2-for-1 here and still get the final possession. Clippers shooting 32% from the field in this quarter. Tried a quick backdoor cut to Jaquez. That was batted out of bounds, so it will stay with Miami on the baseline. Dru Smith looking to inbound. Finds Herro. Herro looking to isolate in the corner. Sidestep three. Buries it! Tough shot! Tyler Herro. He's got 5 points. The Heat lead is the largest they've had all night. It's 11. And there's a 3.5-second differential between shot and game clock. What a first quarter for Miami, 35-24. Can you get a stop one more time? Harden double-teamed, 4 on the shot clock. Turns it over. Herro with the steal. 5 on the clock. Herro to the corner. Jaquez, 1, puts it up. Can't get it to go. And that ends the first 12 minutes of this game. A dominating first quarter for Miami. The lead is 11. Let's go Heat! Spam those fireball emojis. 35-24 after 1. What defense by Miami. 6 blocks. 5 steals. It's been tremendous. Macmon, Colin, Matthias, Kane, K. Bailey, Mannix, Yami. My guy, Ron Baker, the Slayin Cat, Kane Angel, XRP, all spamming those fireball emojis for an excellent first quarter for the Miami Heat. I mean, you look at the difference here. How about it, folks? 4 turnovers for the Clippers. Heat shooting 7 of 9 from 3. Now, the Clippers have been able to stay in the game because they've gotten to the free throw line. They're 7 of 9. But Heat shooting above 50% from the field, a ridiculous number from beyond the arc. And they forced 4 turnovers as well. They have 6 blocks, too. Just a dominating first quarter for Miami. Hopefully this continues, and we will see a full-out 4-quarter wire-to-wire win. Remember, the Heat never trailed in this game. Got out to a 5-0 start. The lead has gotten back to 1, but it has not been tied since the game started. We got 400 people watching. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. We're 46 away from 26,000. I do shots of Patron for $20 super chats, but I'll take one on the house when we get to 26K. We should be able to get there on today's show. We're only 46 away. Come on. Let's get there, folks. Let's get there. Why are the Heat winning after 1? Yes, they've shot unconscious from 3, but it's because of the defense. The turnovers forced, 4 of them, 6 blocks. They're out rebounding the Clippers by 2. That's why you're winning this game. 3 turnovers from Harden. That's the most blocks in a first quarter in Heat franchise history. We just witnessed tied history. 6 blocks. Heat start the second quarter with the ball. Same lineup the end of the first. Herro guarded by Kawhi Leonard. Swings it over to Jaquez. Jaquez attacking Zubac. Zubac gets the double. Herro gets downhill. Swings it back to Jaime. 1 more to Larsson. Larsson, 4 on the shot clock. Nothing to go with it. Out to Herro. Herro from 35 at the buzzer. Knocks it home! Oh, Tyler Herro with 2 triples. He's got 8 points. What a miraculous shot at the buzzer. A bad offensive possession. Miami gets bailed out by their hero. Zubac, spinning left hook shot on Ware. No good. Rebound Jaquez. He'll push. Jaime finds a trailing Herro. Herro back to Jaquez. Jaquez lobbing to Ware, but it's a turnover. Ware wasn't ready for it. Leonard with the steal. He leads transition, and it's going to be Jordan Miller to the rim. A lot of bodies hit the floor. Are they going to whistle Miami for a foul here because Zubac pushed Larsson to the ground, and then Larsson was there when Miller tried to take off? That's freaking ridiculous. That foul should have been called on Zubac for pushing and sealing Larsson. Instead, it's going to be free throws coming for Jordan Miller, the former Miami Hurricane. He makes the first free throw. I'll always remember Jordan Miller and his performance against, I believe it was Texas in the Elite Eight, which allowed Miami to get to the Final Four. He shot like 12 of 12 and had like 26 points for all my Miami Hurricane fans out there. I'm not one, but I remember the game. Both free throws good. Heat lead by 12. Dru Smith to Jaquez. Jaquez driving. Kicks it back out to Dru Smith. Back to Jaime. Jaime working on Zubac. Back out to Smith. Smith, pull-up elbow jumper. Good! Easy pull-up two for Dru Smith. The Clippers are just daring Jaquez to shoot a three. Zubac defending him 10 feet off in the paint. Chris Paul to the corner. It's Jordan Miller for three. I think it was blocked or airballed by Dru Smith. I think Dru Smith might have got a hand on that. Miller back into Zubac. Faces up. 5 on the shot clock. Inside the Miller, and Herro fouls Miller, helping, but he got a piece of the arm. Miller makes the first free throw, 40-27. For everybody asking me why I didn't go live over the last week, dude, it's Thanksgiving week. Like, come on. I mean, I've gotten DMs and questions nonstop about why I didn't stream last week. It's Thanksgiving week. I have a life too, you guys know. Sorry, it just drives me up a wall. That was building up the entire week. People DMing me where the live streams. I'm enjoying time with the family. Clippers score here, make it a 10-point game. 40-30, under 10 to go here in the first half. Jaquez dared to shoot, will launch a three. That one doesn't go. Rebound goes to the Clippers. They look to continue to cut in this lead. Kawhi driving on Jaquez. Fouled. A late whistle. I know. Mac Bonnett's good point. Should be flattered. People miss you and want to see you live. I get it. I got it. And I appreciate all the love and you guys hanging out with us. But like when you're getting Twitter DMs, I mean, it's like, can I enjoy a holiday week? And yeah, I did. Yeah, you're right, Vic. I said before Thanksgiving week that we weren't going to be live once. It's not like I just went 0 of dark 30. I told people. Kawhi makes both free throws. It's an 8-point game. Little 6-0 run here by the Clips. They're 13 of 15 at the line. Larsson downhill, fouled. I think they're going to say in the act of shooting, so it'll be first free throws of the game for Larsson. Oh my God, they're going to say this on the floor? That's absolutely ridiculous. No, they are giving him free throws. They panned to Larsson, and he gave like a what kind of face, and it's just like, how is he not getting free throws? I also pulled up the Patriots-Giants game tonight. 30 degrees. Man, cold. It's even cold in Dallas. It's 40 today. Larsson makes the first free throw. Wiggins checks back in for Jaquez. Kris Dunn back in the game for the Clips. Larsson makes the second. So back to a 10-point lead. Kris Paul being hounded by Dru Smith. Over to Kawhi. Kawhi, guarded by Wiggins, drives right, inside, high arcing layup, goes over the outstretched arms of Kel'el Ware. Mr. Gio, the Raffle is won, but we're waiting to see if he returns. I said I'd give him a couple weeks in December. Dru Smith turns it over. Clippers in transition, but good defense by Miami forces the Clippers to reset. Nick Batum catch and shoot three. He goes. Nick Batum is someone who has hurt Miami in the past. Down to a 5-point game. Larsson drives baseline on Batum. Cut off, drops it off to Ware. Ware spinning, right hook shot. Too strong. Rebound to Zubac. Clippers on a little run here. Chris Paul misses. Good defense by Ware. Rebound Miami. Here comes Wiggins. Wiggins turns it over, but a foul called inside. Kawhi Leonard grabbing Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware checks out. Bam back in. Simone Fontecchio in for the first time tonight. Good to see him. He was a DNP on Saturday. Didn't understand why. Dru Smith 3, no. Rebound Clippers. Here comes Chris Paul. Lobs it inside though Leonard. Leonard, quick move to the baseline and hits the jumper and a foul. Man, Kawhi is lethal in the mid-range. It's a 13-2 Clippers run over the last 2.5 minutes. Leonard chance to pull the Clippers within 2 with this 3-point opportunity. He does. Wiggins driving inside, turns it over. Leonard with the steal. Clips in transition. Leonard to the rim. Lays it up and in. And this is a tie game. First time this game has been tied since 0-0. It's a 16-2 Clippers run. Powell driving on Chris Paul. Gets inside. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Bam now in the corner. Bam turns it over. Dribbles it out of bounds. Off his own foot. Kawhi Leonard has just changed this game. Eighth turnover of the game on Miami. That's an issue. Clippers looking for their first lead. They're going to get a foul. This has been an absolute ref show. Clippers in the bonus. They're shooting free throws. I mean, this is disgusting to watch, man. Just free throws galore. Clippers have a chance to take their first lead of the game. Kawhi does just that. It's a 17-2 Clippers run. (44-42). Davion Mitchell driving inside, kicks to Wiggins. His three-pointer rattles around and in. And the Heat reclaim the lead. Wiggins with a strong game so far. His second three, and it's a 10-point first half for Wiggins to this point. They're trying to get it to Kawhi in the post. They get it to him. A double comes, but Leonard spins, fades away, airballs it right to Zubac. I mean, are you shitting me? If that hits any part of the rim, he'd get the rebound, but it fell right into Zubac's lap. Unbelievable. Quick three, Norman Powell. Good! Right back for Miami. First three of the game for Powell. He's got 5, and the Heat's lead is 1. And we'll have our first timeout of the second quarter. Gives us an opportunity to tell you about our sponsor on today's show. That is Prize Picks. This Heat stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, best time of the year, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, and it is always good to be right on Prize Picks. They got a new feature, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out of those winnings before the game even finishes. You just pick more or less at least 2 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. And they have easy withdrawals, fast and secure. Prize Picks accepts so many in most of the major payment methods, making deposits into your account this season so much easier. I have an entry, as I always do today, in the Heat Clippers matchup. More than Bam Adebayo points, more than Kawhi Leonard field goal attempts, and more than Kel'el Ware points, rebounds, assists. Feel good about the 2 big men for Miami. I think we go with a big man lineup for most of the game. Join me on Prize Picks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. Super Chat menu, if you are not aware, any Super Chat gets a raffle ticket for our Heat Felt banner for the month of December. $10, haven't got one today, is 10 push-ups. And $20 gets you into the Heat Hall of Fame. And we take a shot to celebrate. It's our Heat Hall of Fame board for the season. We have a lot of Hall of Famers in the building today. We had Apachito. We had Ron Baker, the Slaying Cat, M Sports Review, Jason Holmes. If anyone else gets into the Hall of Fame this day, we'll celebrate with a shot. Celebrate with a shot. Seen a lot of people talk about Ja Morant. I'm kind of out on Ja. I don't think it's a good fit in Miami. Don't think it is, because the same exact offense that the Heat run right now is the same one that Ja Morant had a hissy fit over the Grizzlies doing last year. So I don't think that's going to work. Plus Ja Morant's injury history, the strong chance of a decline next year or as his career progresses due to his play style as an athletic slashing guard. His finishing rates at the rim have gone downhill. Like, it just seems like it's a ticking time bomb with Ja Morant, so I am good. I am passing on Ja. Back in action here in the second quarter. James Harden guarded by Davion Mitchell. Harden trying to get to Kawhi, who's had 11 points in this quarter. Now takes it himself. 5 on the shot clock. Isolating on Wiggins. Sidestep 3. Short, but Norman Powell, lazy, doesn't get the board. Chris Paul pull up mid-range, misses it, and bam, secures. I mean, Powell could have easily grabbed that board, but did not get to the ball, and it was an easy board for the Clippers. Bam the other way, attacking Zubac, fouled, and it will be free throws coming for Adebayo, who has been phenomenal for Miami in this game today. 10 points, 4 boards, has a chance to add to that total here at the line. By the way, I think on that Andrew Wiggins 3, they ruled it a 2, which is why Wiggins only has 9 points instead of 10, and the Heat's lead was only 1 rather than 2 prior to these free throws, but now it goes back to 2 as Adebayo makes the first free throw. Bam, now the leading scorer in the game, tied with Kawhi. Now the leading scorer by himself with 12. 3-point Heat lead. Fontecchio defending Kris Dunn. It's now Harden getting downhill. Stripped from behind by Davion Mitchell. Heat have 3-on-2. Fontecchio to a trailing Powell. Left wing 3. No. Rebound loose. Still loose. Kept alive by Wiggins, and bam, secures it. What a hustle play by Wiggins. Mitchell lines up a 3. Bang! What a play by Andrew Wiggins to keep that ball alive, and Miami capitalizes to go back up by 6. Kawhi out to Kris Dunn. Dunn had a first quarter to remember, 7 points. He drives on Wiggins. Blocked! Wiggins with another rejection. Heat running. Powell to Fontecchio. Corner 3. Fouled! And it will be 3 free throws coming Simone Fontecchio. We talked about James Harden leading the NBA in fouls drawn on 3-point attempts. Simone Fontecchio is inside the top 5 with 8, now 9. So is Norman Powell. Fontecchio's getting 3 free throws here. I wondered why Fontecchio didn't get any playing time on Saturday against the Pistons, and he's right back into the lineup today. And just like that, he's on the board, puts Miami back up by 7. The second free throw rattles around the rim and out. Fontecchio's third free throw good, so he goes 2 or 3 at the line, and the Heat go back up by 8. They relinquish the lead very momentarily, but jump right back in front by a little healthy margin here. Harden lobs it over to Zubac. Zubac, defended by Bam, gets it over to Harden. Now Dunn. Dunn into Zubac, right hook shot, no good. 10-0 run for Miami, good defense by Adebayo. Bam, thought about a 3, now attacks Zubac. Stops at the free throw line, jumper, hits back rim, bounces up, and in! What a play by Adebayo, and the Heat's lead is 10. 14 first half points for Bam. Harden, guarded by Mitchell, double-teamed, into Dunn, swung to Leonard, his left wing 3. No good, and Adebayo secures the board. What a first half by Bam in Miami so far. Wiggins thought about a 3, now over to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell lines up the 3 and buries it! Davion Mitchell with 3 threes in the first half puts Miami up by 13. And the Clippers, after taking a 1-point lead, give up a 13-0 Heat run, and that is the lead for Miami. The Clippers need a timeout. Spam those fireball emojis. What a good game for Miami so far. They gave up the lead, but got it back very quickly. Hopefully Miami doesn't give up the lead again. I see Mr. Gio, Gray, Matt, Thousand Eyes. Oh, Thousand Eyes back. I haven't seen Thousand Eyes, I feel like, in a long time. How's it going, Thousand Eyes? Wow, the Patriots just returned a punt for a touchdown. Yeah, I know. I see people talking about the Clippers giving the Thunder a top 5 pick because the Clippers are trading this year's pick unprotected to the Thunder. That was all part of the Paul George trade. Should we lose today on purpose to help that not be a top 5 pick? Just kidding. You saying we got keyboard warriors trying to stir the pot today? Who's doing that? Heat return back to the court, up 13 here with under 4 to go here in the first half. See if Miami can take this double-digit lead into half. That'd be ideal. Zubac gets it over to Harden. Harden lines up a 3. Doesn't get it to go. Ball loose. Track down. Long rebound. John Collins. Heater on a 17-2 run. Collins inside. Misses the layup. Rebound Fontecchio. Miami out and running. Mitchell to the trailing Fontecchio for 3. Oh, no good. Bam! With the offensive board. Resets out to Fontecchio. Another look at it. Good! It's a 20-2 run, and the Heat lead is 16. What a run by Miami after giving up the lead. Kris Dunn drives on Bam, cut off, back to Zubac. Zubac, right hook shot. No! Wiggins, board. Heat looking to extend this lead. Never led larger than 16. Powell in the corner, drives on Batum. Left-hand layup. God, it goes! It's a 22-2 run, and the Heat's lead is 18. 7 points for Norman Powell. John Collins almost turns it over. Harden with it. Inside. Flips it up to Zubac. It's a foul on Wiggins going over the back to hit that one away. Two and a half minutes to go here in the opening half. Lead is 18 for Miami. Never been larger. Side out for the Clippers here. Oh, nope, never mind. Are they giving Zubac free throws because it's in the bonus? Yeah, it looks like it will be free throws for Zubac because the Clippers are in the bonus. I mean, it's been a one-sided official show today, and yet Miami's still leading by 18. Zubac makes the first free throw there. Both free throws for Zubac good. Mitchell over to Wiggins. Wiggins attacking early on Batum. Fouled, and it's going to be 2 free throws coming for Wiggins. How about that? That took 4 seconds to get from underneath the basket after a made free throw for Wiggins to be at the rim getting fouled. How about that? You don't get back defensively against Miami, they will make you pay. Wiggins with 9 first-half points, 6 boards, and 2 blocks. And he is in double figures now with 10 after that made free throw. So someone mentioned Brook Lopez, who has been not getting playing time for the Clippers. If they end up buying him out because of their struggles to save some money as an option for Miami, I would love Brook Lopez as a buyout third center on this Heat team. Love that. That's a travel. No call. John Collins flips it to Batum in the corner. Out to Kobe Brown. His three-pointer no good. Rebound by Fontecchio. And the Heat's lead could get up to 20 with a bucket on this possession. Wiggins, driving, spinning, gets inside, misses, but tips his own miss back up and in. It's a 20-point Heat lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. A 26-4 run over the last 5 minutes. And then bam! Rejects John Collins. Heat out and running. Powell, left wing three. Good! It's a 23-point lead. Kris Dunn trying to answer. Swings it to Kobe Sanders. Sanders spinning, kicking. It's a Dunn triple. No. Rebound by Davion. The run continues. Powell curling three. Yes! The Heat are unconscious! It's a 26-point lead! Oh my! In your life, have you seen anything like this? The Clippers need another timeout! Oh, man. Oh, man. What a first half by the Heat so far. I mean, I don't know if I've seen a Heat run like this. My goodness. Someone said you could see why the Clippers are 5-15. Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that one. James Harden at the right wing, guarded by Davion Mitchell as we're back in action here. Harden fouled on the floor. 2 free throws coming for Los Angeles either way. Under 1 minute to go. I mean, put a pen in this one. How about this 5-man lineup? Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Fontecchio, Wiggins, Bam. That's the 5 that has gone on this, what is it at this point, 32-4 run or 6 run, whatever it is? 74-49. Dru Smith checks in for Davion Mitchell. I think Mitchell has 3 fouls. If we get to 26,000 subscribers today, I'm doing a shot 40 away. 74-50. Heat lead. Jaquez in as well for the final minute. Wiggins takes a seat. Fontecchio driving and swings it over to Jaime. Jaime at the free throw line, jumper. Gets the friendly roll off the front rim. Jaquez in the game and in the stat sheet. It's a 32-4 run, and Harden drains a triple to cut into that a little bit. Harden with 11 points. Bam. No one's guarding Fontecchio. His three-pointer, short. I mean, that's just why the Clippers are horrendous. How do you not guard Simone Fontecchio? Either way, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Heat leads 23. Dunn kicks to the corner. Kobe Sanders, three-point attempt. No. Board Jaquez. Heat have 5 seconds. Jaime, 2, 1. He gets stripped. Dunn at the buzzer and 1. Fucking Jaime. I mean, the Heat are still going to be at worst up 20 at the half, but how do you get ripped and then give up an and 1 in 5 seconds? 5 seconds! He got the rebound with 5 seconds to go. He then dribbles up the court, turns it over, Dunn, then to the rim, fouled and 1. What is Jaime doing, man? Well, we'll have a free throw from Dunn here as time expires. They're reviewing to see if the foul took place before the end of the buzzer. Yeah, it did. So the foul is actually going to give Miami more time. 1.1 seconds added to the clock. Kris Dunn's free throw to make it a 20-point game. Good. Heat throw up a three-quarters court shot. No good. That will be the end of the first half here in Miami. Heat lead 56-76. A dominating first half to this point. And I think you have to grade the Heat's performance so far nothing other than an A+, right? AK Miami, we'll wait. We'll wait. Well, wait. What if Norman Powell has more threes? Or is it just for the first half? You let me know. But AK Miami, it is half off halftime, as you point out. Everybody going A or A+. Got to go with one of the two. I mean, it's just simply put, has to be one of those two. I think it has. I mean, A+, you're up 20. Like, sure, there's been some turnovers, some missed layups, but like, I'm not docking it down from an A+ to an A for that when you lead by 20. Not docking it there. I mean, you look at these first half team stats here, and it's just a complete and utter domination. Look at it. Heat are shooting 27 of 47, 14 of 21 from 3. Are you kidding me? They're out rebounding the Clippers. Like, the only thing the Heat are trailing in right now is free throws. Sure, the Heat have had a little bit of a turnover issue today, but nothing so bad to where, like, I'm freaking furious. I mean, if it was like a 5-point game, maybe we'd have a different conversation, but when you shoot 14 to 21 from beyond the arc, I'm not going to complain about a couple of extra turnovers. That's just me, though. Well, that Giants-Patriots game lasted all of 5 seconds. It's already 17-0 New England in the first quarter. First half MVP for the Heat, definitely Andrew Wiggins. We'll go through some stats here. But, like, you look through the Heat stats, Norman Powell had a good second quarter. He caught a little bit fire there. Is this accurate? Oh, no, I don't think it is. Give me a second. He had a couple threes. Yeah, that's more accurate now. That's more accurate. 13 points for Norman Powell. 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Phenomenal. Herro had a solid little stretch there as well. 8 points. Davion Mitchell was everywhere defensively. Also 6 assists and no turnovers. I mean, the guy is such a point guard. I love watching Davion Mitchell work. But I give Andrew Wiggins the first half MVP because he's 5 of 8 from the field. He's got 13 points, 7 rebounds. But guess what also, folks? Guess what? He's also got 3 blocks, I think. I'll double check if it's 3, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, he's got 2. It's Bam that has 3. Wiggins, first half MVP in my book. I mean, yeah, Bam was phenomenal. 14 points, 7 boards. He has 2 assists, a couple blocks, 5 of 7 from the field. But I give it to Wiggins because Wiggins was defending Kawhi Leonard for most of that half. It's phenomenal stuff, man. Just phenomenal, phenomenal stuff. We got a super chat from AKA Miami. $10. One shot for that first half performance. Absolutely. AKA Miami. You know how it works here at the channel. Half off halftime. So, what do I mean by that? Well, our super chat menu today. This is any super chat gets you a raffle ticket for our December month raffle. $10 is 10 push-ups, but right now it's $5 for 10 push-ups. $20 to get into the Hall of Fame and shot to celebrate. Now it's only 10. Oh, AKA Miami just sent in 2 $10 super chats. So he gets in twice. We put people into the Hall of Fame more than once. You are not limited to 1 appearance. And AKA Miami gets in twice, which means 2 shots coming your way. Celebrate that unbelievable first half performance. We'll go back to back here. Why not? And then chug water to try to counteract some of it on a Monday night. Woo! That's how you get a Monday night Heat game rolling, baby. Pelle Larsson left today's game with a right foot sprain and will not return. Not ideal there. Them goons from Dade County, you say. Yeah, he came Miami. Norman Powell had a good first half. 3 threes, close to 4. If you want to donate on Venmo, you're certainly allowed to. I just didn't know if you wanted to wait until after the game to see how he finished or just go. I mean, I'm stunned. I mean, I thought the Giants, yeah, they're 2-10, but I thought they were going to be competitive in this one at least. They've been competitive for most of the season. What hasn't been competitive is this game for the most part, 76-56. I mean, it was a 11-point first quarter lead for Miami. It was 34-23. And then, or was it 35-24? It's one of the two. Gotcha, okay, Miami. But then you had a run there by the Clippers. They went on like a 17-2 run to tie the game and take a 1-point lead. And then the Clippers take a 1-point lead, and like Miami was like, all right, I'll sit up in my gamer chair. And then they went on a 32-6 run. Just ridiculous. But you see. Yeah, Tyler Hero's playing. He's not out. He just was on the court a lot there late in that second quarter because the Heat was on a 32-4 run. So it's like you're not going to pull that group that is going on that crazy run. I tell you what, AK Miami, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. My prize picks. How my prize picks? Let's take a look here. I need Bam to have 3 points in the second half. I need Kel'el Ware to have 17 points, rebounds, assists in the second half. So not a good start there with Kel'el Ware. And I need Leonard to take 10 more shots. No, if Kel'el Ware does his job, I feel solid about it. I mean, I imagine. Well, I mean, they could also just sit Kawhi because it's such a blowout. So. You need Herro to have 14 points and Triple J to have 2 assists in the second half. That's certainly possible. Certainly possible. Wouldn't rule it out. Wouldn't rule it out. We got 380 people watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We put out daily Heat content. We're live for as many games as possible. We'll ramp up as the NFL season concludes, but we'll be live again on Friday for Heat Magic. So if you want to hang out with us and get content every day, it's the place for you. We'll have videos out tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, live on Friday. Join the channel, and if we get to 26,000 subscribers today, I'm taking a shot at a Patron. So why not? Why not join the family, man? We got a group. We got a good group over here, man. Got a good group over here at the channel. About 4 minutes away from getting the second half underway. It's a good start to a week that Miami has a couple tough games. They play the Magic on Friday in Orlando. That's not going to be easy. Like I mentioned earlier, they play Dallas on Wednesday in Dallas. And I think they have a game on the weekend, too. Let me see. Yeah, Saturday against the Kings. So they go on a 2-game road trip against the Mavs and Magic and then return home to play the Kings on Saturday. And then back in the NBA Cup, because they made the NBA Cup quarterfinals against the Magic next Tuesday. So, be nice to get a win here, secure it. Hopefully go on the road and do your job against the Mavs. And then hopefully, honestly, if you could just split the Kings on Saturday and Magic and put it together a 3-1 week, that's a pretty good week. 3-1 week would never have me complaining. Do I think the Heat could win the NBA Cup? Sure. I mean, they just got to beat the Magic next Tuesday and then beat the winner of Raptors next, and then they're in. They're in the quarterfinal. They're in this quarterfinals. Just got to win 2 games in their NBA, and they're in the NBA Cup. Heat are fully healthy. I think they can beat the Raptors. I think they're equally as good as the Raptors. I think they're equally good as the Knicks, to be honest. I don't really know if there's a team in the East that is, I could say, 1,000% better than Miami. I mean, the Pistons certainly looked way better than the Heat for most of that game on Saturday, but the Heat did obviously come back and make it interesting. But you never know. Never know. Oh, looks like the Giants just scored to make that a 17-7 game. Almost about ready to get going here in the second half. Three-point shooting was at a premium for Miami. You wonder to see if that continues. That was the most three-point shots Miami's made in a half this season, 14. That's a pretty big number. All right, Heat start the second half with the ball. Leading by 20 here. Andrew Wiggins gets a screen from Bam. Adebayo pick and pop, wide open 3. Kaboom! Pick it up right where we left off in the first half. Adebayo with 17, his third 3 of the game. Harden guarded by Davion Mitchell. Mitchell does have some fouls. He's got 2. Harden over to Kawhi. Elbow jumper for Leonard. Rattles in and out, and Bam secures the rebound. Here comes Miami. Powell lines up a 3. Oh, in and out. No good. Harden in transition. Throws it inside to Zubac, and Zubac is fouled? What? They call a foul on Powell for reaching in. He ripped it clean. I mean, very clean. I don't know why they call a foul. It shouldn't have been. It would have been Clippers ball regardless. Powell hit the ball out of bounds. But, like, what? Kris Dunn posting up Herro. Spins to the middle and misses. Good defense by Herro. Bam with the board. And Wiggins in the corner. Over to Mitchell. This is now the 8th double-double of the year for Adebayo. He's got 17 and 10. Davion Mitchell step back 3. Bottoms up for Davion Mitchell. His 4th 3 of the game. And then Bam steals it on the other end. Powell in transition. A 3. Good! Time out! Los Angeles! On rain bomb! I made up a word. But a bombing triple, and again, the Clippers need a timeout. Miami's running them out of the building. 29-point lead. Spam those fire ball emojis. BTA today, folks. BTA, man. It's been domination. And it's been special to watch today, dude. This is what you envision this Heat team being able to do, defense into offense. Some special stuff going on right now with the Heat. Special stuff. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat indeed, man. Incredible performance. Incredible performance so far, man. I mean, I almost feel like this game is like lead blown proof, maybe? Like, can you blow a 29-point lead? I mean, the Heat almost came back from 20 plus. But I feel like it's pretty hard to blow this lead at this point. I mean, anything's possible, but I find this one even hard to believe. Heat are shooting, 17 to 24 from 3 now? They were 14 to 21 at the half, and I don't think they've missed here in the second half. Bam, Powell, Davion. I think Ty Lue just benched his entire lineup. Yeah, he did. Kawhi's still in, but they put in Yannick Conan-Niedenhauser, Kobe Sanders, Cam Christie, and Chris Paul alongside Kawhi. So they benched Zubac, Harden, Collins, and Kris Dunn. Excuse me, that's not even Kawhi, and that's Kobe Brown. So a full line change for the Clippers. Ty Lue not happy with his effort from the starters. Kobe Brown spinning baseline. That's a shot clock violation. And the defense, look at that. Look at the defense of Miami. Bam, right wing 3. Oh, triples from Adebayo. Oh, he's got 20. The Heat are up 32. Under the basket is Kobe Brown, able to bank it home. Herro driving inside on Christie. Euro step layup, banks it home himself. And the rout continues. I mean, Miami might have 100 points with a quarter and a half to go. Miami might get to 150 tonight. Cam Christie lines up a three. Too strong. Bam with the board. Outlet Wiggins. That basket by Herro, by the way, got him with 10 points. Bam, heat check three. Too strong. Look good, though. Adebayo taking heat check threes. How about that? Kobe Brown, drop off. Niederhauser, he banks it in. Second round pick from Penn State. High flyer. He's an athlete, man. Adebayo, top of the key. Swings it to the corner. Powell, corner three. No good there. Heat yakking some threes. But somehow the Clippers miscommunicate and just drop the ball out of bounds, and it will stay with Miami on the baseline. Heat up 30. Herro thought about a curling three, now drives. Fades away from 10 feet. Too strong for Tyler. Rebound down to LA, and here come the Clips. Christie, fouled by Davion Mitchell. Chris Paul lobbing to Conan Niederhauser for the bucket. And that's now 4 points for the rookie out of Penn State. Wiggins driving, gets to the paint, and floats it up and in. What a strong Andrew Wiggins game we've had today. 15 points after a 30-point game on Saturday. Cam Christie driving. He just falls and then throws it out of bounds. Turnover on the Clips. Ninth turnover of the game for Los Angeles. Davion Mitchell attacks, drops it off the Bam. Push shot, no good. Rebound, Clippers, but Chris Paul takes it away. Herro deep three. Kaboom! Herro joins in on the action. It's a 33-point game lead. Kobe Brown almost turns it over, drops it off on the baseline to Kobe Sanders. Sanders swings it around the perimeter and then hits the jumper. Herro feeling it, isolating on Niederhauser, drives inside, fouled, and it will be free throws coming for Tyler Herro. Heat's season high for threes this season in a game was 20. I think they have 18 right now. Might be 19. Actually, I think it's 19 now. Yeah, 19. Herro makes the first free throw. I mean, there's a chance the Heat score 150 points, maybe even 160. Seriously, like they might get to, well, maybe not 160, but Herro misses the second, 96. They're probably going to be at like 110, 115 at bare minimum. Going into the fourth, 35-point fourth quarter gets them to 150. Corner three for Los Angeles doesn't go. Rebound gathered by Miami. Here comes Davion Mitchell to Herro. Transition right wing three. Oh, he almost airballed it. Offensive rebound, Miami out to Andrew Wiggins. His three-pointer, no. Davion Mitchell forces a turnover, knocks it out of the hands of Paul, and it goes off a Clipper. Davion Mitchell driving, gets to the rim with ease. The old Chris Paul not able to keep up. 14 points for Davion. He hasn't missed a shot. Cam Christie over to Chris Paul. Paul thought about a three, back to Christie. Christie driving on Wiggins. Is blocked by Wiggins. Wiggins grabs his own rebound, leading the break. Bam, to the rim, throws it down. A 36-point Heat lead. It's 100-64. It's a timeout on the floor, and we'll tell you about our sponsor. This Heat stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, best time of the year, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, and it is always good to be right on Prize Picks. They got a new feature, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out of those winnings before the game even finishes. You just pick more or less at least 2 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. And they have easy withdrawals, fast and secure. Prize Picks accepts so many and most of the major payment methods, making deposits into your account this season so much easier. I have an entry, as I always do today, in the Heat Clippers matchup. More than Bam Adebayo points, more than Kawhi Leonard field goal attempts, and more than Kel'el Ware points, rebounds, assists. Feel good about the 2 big men for Miami. I think we go with a big man lineup for most of the game. Join me on Prize Picks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's show. Appreciate them. 164. If you're having fun, hit that like button. I think we should be able to get to 200 likes ASAP. 33 away. I mean, who isn't having fun if you're a Heat fan today? Let's get to 200 likes. Thumbs up, bye. 170, 30 likes away. He'd have the 3rd best record in the NBA at home at 9-2. Here we go, back in action. Jaquez in for Tyler Herro. No other changes there. Chris Paul knifes his way inside and gets a bucket. Bam, 19'2". It goes. Everything working for Bam Adebayo. A missed shot inside. Holy shit, I don't think I've ever seen this. The kicker for the Giants, Young Hoku, just went to go kick the ball, and he kicked his foot in the ground before the ball, and it like got stuck. I have never seen that before. That's insanity. Another 3 for Miami. It goes! It's Adebayo again! His 5th 3 of the game! 105-69. I can't get over what I just saw in that NFL game. Bam Adebayo strips Niederhauser. Heat running. And then Wiggins just gives it up. What was that, Andrew Wiggins? And now it's a 3-0 for the Clippers. And they get an easy basket. What was that? Norman Powell driving, bank shot floater, it goes. It feels like anything Miami does today offensively is going to work. Norman has 18 points against his old team. Cam Christie over to Chris Paul, left wing. Jaquez defending. Paul lines up a three. Wow, that's Chris Paul's second three. Davion Mitchell brings it up, 107-74. Jaquez on the right wing. Backing down on Paul, doubled, swings. Powell, corner three. He's open, and he connects it. Another treble. Norman Powell. He's got 5 threes tonight. He's got 21. It's a 36-point lead once again. Chris Paul probing, left wing triple, comes up short, rebound to Miami, Heat running. Wiggins driving, Euro stepping, laying it up and in, 38-point lead. My goodness. And then the Heat commit a foul on Kobe Sanders. We'll see a line shift for Miami. 4 players in, 4 players out. Wiggins, Bam, Powell, Mitchell all out. Herro, Ware, Fontecchio, and Dru Smith in. Herro, baseline drive, loses the handle, back out to Jaquez. Jaquez, back to Herro. Herro guarded by Kawhi Leonard, who's back in. Free throw line jumper, no. Ware offensive rebound. Out to Fontecchio for 3. Ooh, toilet bowled around the rim. Couldn't fall. Kawhi Leonard doubled on the baseline. Swung around the perimeter. It's Kobe Brown. His three-pointer, no. Rebound, Tyler Herro. Swung, Dru Smith. No one's guarding him in the corner. No good. Too strong on that three-point attempt. Kawhi tries a contested 3 and hits. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Leonard now with 14 points. Jaquez over to the corner. It's Fontecchio now. Jaquez gets downhill, bank shot, no, gets his own rebound, and then is blocked by Conan Niederhauser. Clippers in transition. It's a Christie 3, no. Rebound Clippers. Niederhauser back up and fouled. Minute 20 to go here in the third. Missed free throw there by the rookie out of Penn State. Both free throws missed, and the rebound by Jaquez. Herro in the corner, guarded by Leonard. He's kind of trapped here. They get it out. It's swung around the perimeter. A Fontecchio corner 3. Too strong there by Simone. And here come the Clips. Leonard in the corner, working on Jaquez. Out to Collins. Now to Christie. Christie just dropped it. 5 on the shot clock. Christie's got to make something happen. Drives on Dru Smith. Gets inside. Misses, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Kel'el Ware. Fresh 14 shot clock for the Clippers. 112.79, Heat lead. $112.82 after a Leonard bucket. Herro loses the handle, drives on Collins, fades away from 8, and knocks it home. Leonard, right wing 3. At the end of the shot clock, no good. And it will be a 114-82 game. Going into the fourth quarter. It's fourth quarter time. Get your paws up. Spam those 4s. Let's go, Heat. 12 minutes to go. Couple super chats we'll get to here in a second. Spam those 4s. We got 12 minutes until the Heat pick up a bounce-back win and improve their record on the year to 14-7. Spam those 4s. Holy shit. Big news in the MLB world. The Mets just signed reliever Devin Williams to a 3-year contract worth $50 million. The Yankee goes over to the Mets. Wow. That's kind of a stunner. The Mets just signed Devin Williams, former Brewers closer, then was traded to the Yankees, and then he struggled with the Yankees, but then got better as the year went on, and then he just signed a 3-year, $50 million deal with the Mets. I don't know if you know, I'm a Mets fan. Dad grew up in Queens. I'm from Rochester, New York, so I'm a Mets fan. No opt-outs or options. Wow. Devin Williams, 3 years, $50 million. Quick math. What is that? 16 a year? 16.25? 75? Right? Quick math? Right? I think so. Someone check my math there. All right, fourth quarter's underway. Kawhi Leonard inside. Blocked by Ware. Ware gets his rebound. Heat running. Jaquez to the rim on Zubac. Couldn't finish. Rebound falls to Leonard. I'm surprised they're even playing Leonard here. Bucket inside for LA makes it a 114-84 game. Leonard has it for the Clips, fouled by Dru Smith. $16.66. Thank you, Mr. Gio. Kobe Sanders, left wing, driving, lobbing. Zubac, left hook. No, Ware secures the board. Ware hasn't, no points today, but 7 boards. Jaquez inside, bumps Kobe Sanders, flips it up, but can't get it to fall. Collins, spinning right hook shot, goes. Dru Smith tries his hand at a 3. No good. Rebound down to the Clips. Almost at the Giants. Christie running floater. Too strong. Gets his own rebound. Goes up into Ware. Misses it. But John Collins has the tip in. He haven't scored in the fourth quarter yet. Herro is going to change that. Oh, they're going to say fouled on the floor. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. What's the record for Heat points in a game? Was it 148, right? So they need 35 points to break it. I don't think they've ever scored 150. Maybe I'm wrong. Herro out to Dru Smith. Smith to the rim. Kicks to Jaquez. One more to Fontecchio. One more to Herro. Sublime ball movement. Herro can't pay it off. Rattling it out. Heat still scoreless in the fourth quarter. And then Leonard gets an and one on the other end. Herro commits the foul. $19 points now for Kawhi Leonard. Despite this game being a blowout, he's been working offensively well. Leonard now, he missed the free throw. Rare miss since Fontecchio with the rebound. It's an 8-0 Clippers run in this quarter. Fontecchio driving to the rim. Ends that with a little running hook shot. A kiss off the glass. Fontecchio is 7 points now off the bench today. Good to see him back in the lineup for Miami after not playing on Saturday for no reason. Kawhi doubled to the corner. John Collins, his 3 too strong. Rebound Zubac. Oh my, and then he just posterized Ware. That's a bad one. He just got the rebound, spin, and off 2 feet, and one posterized Kel'el Ware. Misses the free throw, though, and Ware gets the rebound. Lead is still 24 for Miami, and the Heat are going to call timeout and talk things over. Timeout for Miami. Fourth quarter time. Heat lead by 24. Give us an opportunity to tell you about our sponsor for one final time today, and that is Prize Picks. This Heat stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, best time of the year, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, and it is always good to be right on Prize Picks. They got a new feature, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out of those winnings before the game even finishes. You just pick more or less at least 2 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. And they have easy withdrawals, fast and secure. Prize Picks accepts so many and most of the major payment methods, making deposits into your account this season so much easier. I have an entry, as I always do today, in the Heat-Clippers matchup. More than Bam Adebayo points, more than Kawhi Leonard field goal attempts, and more than Kel'el Ware points, rebounds, assists. Feel good about the two big men for Miami. I think we go with a big man lineup for most of the game. Join me on PrizePicks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be. Appreciate PrizePicks for sponsoring today's show. If you have not already, hit that sub button. Come on. We're 30 subscribers away from 26,000. It would be a massive milestone to hit that today on the channel. I feel like 30 of you guys aren't subscribed. If you're looking for daily Heat content, live shows on a weekly basis, this is the channel for you. Passionate Heat fan here since I started watching basketball. Looking to keep on growing the family. Join the channel. We'll have videos out the next 3 days. We'll be live again on Friday. Hit that sub button, folks. We're playing some sick beats on this stream right now. He'd have made 21 threes today, most in the season. See how far they extend that. Bam made 5 threes tonight himself. It's his career high. I don't know if he'll come back into this game either. Tyler Herro to Jaquez. Jaquez downhill, back out to Herro. Top of the key three. Good! Tyler Herro buries a triple. And Miami goes back in front by 27. Herro's got 4 threes today and 19 points. Kawhi Leonard double teamed at the elbow. Back to Kris Dunn. Dunn one more to Batum. Batum shot fake, relocate 3, and he connects. Nick Batum, I've always liked his game. I've always been frustrated with how well he plays against Miami, but I like his game, man. Ever since he was bowling out as a youngin' with the Blazers, and he's moved around a lot of different teams. Dru Smith hits the running floater. Zubac inside. I thought he shuffled those feet. No call. And a ball is batted out of bounds, but it will stay with the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard diving inside for a lefty layup. (121-97), 24-point lead. Herro back cut, baseline jumper, too strong. Herro rarely misses that easy of a mid-range look. Collins to the rim, fouled, and free throws coming for LA. Collins misses the free throw. Wow, starters for Miami coming back in up 24 here. Davion Mitchell back in, Bam back in, Wiggins back in, Powell back in. A little surprised by that. Collins makes the second. So it's the same 5 on the floor that went on that 32-4 run in the second quarter. Wiggins driving, bumped, and kicks it out. Wiggins now guarded by John Collins. Wiggins isolating, driving, loses the handle. Bam picks up the loose ball. 5 on the shot clock. Bam. Sidestep left wing 3. No good. But even that just looks much more confident and easy for Bam to put that up. Kris Dunn to the rim and hits the lefty layup. Heat's defense has certainly relaxed here in the fourth quarter. The lead's down to 22. Not really concerned, but just letting you know. Wiggins, step back 15-footer, no. Rebound Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard gets inside for the bucket, plus the foul. Now I'm starting to be like, okay, what's going on here? It's only a 19-point lead, chance to get to 18. Leonard converts the play. It's a 21-7 run for the Clips to cut this to an 18-point game. Heat led by 36 at one point. Norman Powell gets downhill and almost turns it over. Ball will stay with Miami, though. It's out of bounds off the Clippers. Mitchell to a curling Powell. Powell's bank shot goes. Good bucket there by Norman Powell to push the lead back up to 20 with 6 minutes to play. Powell, 23 in the game. Nick Batum on the right wing now. Over to Dunn. Kawhi in the corner. Step back 3. Good. Tough bucket. Kawhi, man, he's cooking right now. 17-point game. Leonard's got 27 points. Powell drives by Collins. Dives inside. Reverse layup. Norman! Storman! Powell! Timeout LA. They want to talk it over. But Norman Powell certainly easing some Heat fans' minds as the Clippers made it an interesting 17-point game. Lead back up to 19, 123 to 106. And can we continue to push towards that milestone on the channel, 26,000 subscribers? We're 24 away. Can we get there? Come on, hit that sub button. I don't know if I would say the Heat would have lost if they didn't have Norman Powell today. It certainly wouldn't have made it easier. How about this fantasy game? I'm down by 3 points. My opponent has Hunter Henry, and I have Travion Henderson, and that's it. That's the only thing. Hunter Henry has 2 catches for 43 yards, so he's got 6.3 points. Henderson's only got 5 fantasy points. I need T. Hendo to get rolling here. Patriots are up 20 with the ball, under a minute to go in the first half. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see a lot of Travion Henderson runs in the second half. One could only hope. They're playing Paypos. Heat admin already calling game. Oh, they said Norman Powell limping after that score the last time he had. Norman's got 25 points. Well, he's still playing, so it can't be that bad. Kawhi Leonard driving, double teamed, and kicks it out and gets it back. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard's 3. Rattles around and no good. Ball loose. Still loose. Clippers have it. Kawhi, pump fake, goes up with it and banks it home. So it's only a 17-point game. Powell driving, double teamed. Loses the handle, gets it back. Drops it off the Bam. His push shot, no. Norman Powell offensive rebound. In traffic, out to Fontecchio. Corner 3. No. Zubac has position inside, but lost it out of bounds. And it's going to be a turnover. Heat ball. Clippers are out of timeouts, down 17 with 4:20 to go. Bam brings it up, out to Davion Mitchell. Over to Powell. Powell wanted a foul, didn't get it, but hits the jumper. 127-108. Powell with 27 points. Bodies hit the deck, and it is an easy dunk. I think Bam tripped there. $17-point lead with 3:40 to go. Mitchell, screen, Adebayo. I thought he got fouled there. No call, turnover on Davion. Zubac inside, cutting Leonard. Layup, good. Timeout Miami, 15-point lead. I mean, listen, do I think the Heat win? Yeah, pretty easily, but the fact that this is like even a question I have to ask is a little bit concerning. 127-112. I mean, yeah, 15-point lead. I don't love it. The Heat have been outscored in the fourth quarter, 30-13. Not ideal there. Not ideal there. I mean, I wouldn't go that far to say this is embarrassing even if the Heat win. I mean, I don't love it, but Heat have ball. Tyler Herro checks back in. 700 people watching. If you're a Heat fan looking for Heat content, join the channel. We're trying to hit a milestone tonight. Starting lineup for Miami is what is in right now. Wiggins gets a screen from Bam. Wiggins drives, kicks back to Bam. He's got 5 threes tonight. Can't make a sixth, and the ball goes off of Andrew Wiggins out of bounds. It will stay with the Clippers. Kris Dunn brings it up now for the Clippers. A 15-point game, certainly not over yet. Hawks just beat the Pistons. That's an illegal screen. They're calling it on Miami, and the Clippers are in the bonus. These refs have been against Miami all day long, and it's just been a dominating effort to where it doesn't even matter. But how fucking ridiculous is this? Kris Dunn just shoves his hip into Wiggins, and they call a foul on Wiggins. This game is officially not over. Because if he makes this, it's down to a 15-point game. Excuse me, it already was a 15-point game. Now it's 14. Like, they get another stop and a 3. It's a 10-point game with 2.5 to go. Just a ridiculous potential collapse here by Miami. A 19-6 run for the Clips over the last 5 minutes. A lot of game left. Wiggins drives on Kawhi, gets to his left hand, and scoops it home. Impressive take by Andrew Wiggins on Kawhi Leonard. Wiggins has 19. Zubac facilitating at the top of the key, hounded by Wiggins. Now gets it to Kawhi. Kawhi doubled into Zubac. Zubac spins, left hook, good. 16 points for Zubac today. We approach 2 minutes to go in this one. Heat lead by 13. Davion Mitchell driving on Batum. Step back 10-footer. Easy work for Davion Mitchell. The speed too much for the veteran Batum. Back to a 15-point lead. It's a 2 minute to go. Kawhi fouled on the floor. They're calling that and one. Yo, these refs are so bad. Like, if the Heat weren't winning this game by 15 right now, I'd be crashing out because the amount of fucking calls going the Clippers' way today has been egregious. How in the world are you going to say he was already gathered? He gets bumped, takes 3 fucking steps, and then shoots it. How in the world is that a continuation and one? Horrible officiating. And it's a 12-point game with 12 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Herro driving. A lot of contact, fouled. And one, Tyler Herro. He now has 21 points in the ball game. How about the Heat starting lineup today? Herro with 21, chance to make it 22. Bam with 27. Powell with like 23 or 25. Mitchell's got it. I mean, it's just been dominating. We'll get back to our live sub-counter in a second, but look at the starting lineup for Miami tonight. 21 for Herro, 27 for Bam and Powell, 19 points for Wiggins, 16 for Mitchell. There's a realistic possibility if Wiggins gets one more bucket and Mitchell gets 4 more points in the final 2 minutes that the Heat have all starters score 20-plus points. When was the last time that's ever happened? Herro made the free throw, so it's a 15-point Heat lead. 1:40 to go. And then Herro pokes the ball loose. Claimed by Sanders. Kobe Sanders drives downhill. Gets to the rim. Can't convert. Wiggins with the rebound. Heat have a 2-on-1. Herro finds a trailing Powell for a 3. It goes! Good night, Los Angeles! Powell with his 6th 3 of the game. He's got 30 points against his former team, and you can officially say night-night to Los Angeles. What a freaking trailing 3 for Powell, and you finally start to see that connection work. Oh, and Jakucionis, I didn't even know he was with the team at the scores table. Wiggins 3. It goes! Wiggins with the treble! 140 to 119. And then, are they going to do a lineup change? I guess not. Davion Mitchell fouls the Clippers. So, 5-man unit coming in. Fontecchio, Jovic, Myron Gardner, Kel'el Ware, and Kasparas Jakucionis. I didn't even know Jakucionis was with the Heat because I thought he was in the G League still. But either way, first appearance in an NBA game for the Heat's first-round pick out of Illinois, Kasparas Jakucionis. a.k.a. Miami says, just won 400. Shout out to you. You said, listen, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. You've already said in 20. Powell hit 6 threes today. So that would be 30. So technically, if you were manning up, it'd be another 10. If you want to send on Venmo, you want to send on YouTube, it's your call. If you want to do it at all. Don't need to. You were the one who offered the game. It's not like it was a bet by any means. But if you were wondering, Powell ended the game with 6 threes. But congratulations on winning 400. Kobe Sanders makes the free throw, so it's a 19-point lead. See if Jakucionis can get into the scorer's book in his first ever NBA action, first ever minute playing. Jakucionis has it, gets it over to Myron Gardner. Gardner driving on Kobe Sanders, kicks out to Jovic. Corner 3 for Jovic, no good. Rebound for Batum. As we get to 30 seconds to go. Kobe Brown in the corner, driving on Jovic. Drops it off to Niedenhauser, who couldn't get it to go. Rebound Ware, outlet to Jakucionis. Will the Heat dribble it out or not? Jakucionis driving is blocked. Rebound Clippers. But then Jakucionis gets the steal, and the Heat can dribble it out. Oh, Jakucionis is going to get his first ever. No, he just missed the layup. Wow. Kasparas Jakucionis just missed a point-blank, no one within 5 feet around him layup. Nice. Alley-oop for the Clippers. That will end it. 140 to 123. The Heat get a bounce-back victory after dropping the game on Saturday night against the Pistons. And you know what that means, folks. Spam those W's. Spam those W's. What a win for Miami. Dominating win, wire to wire. Dominating performance. Shout out to Colin, Jose, Kane, Recho, Monty, James, Curve, Raphael, a.k.a. Miami. Those two gamers, Apachito, Tie Man. What a win for Miami. Good win, good win, good win. Let's get to the super chat from my guy, a.k.a. Miami. Oh, we forgot to get the super chats on screen for Mr. Gio. Rolly, this is crazy. Sorry, this is what happens when I produce by myself. I have these glaring misses sometimes. Sorry. 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 Mr. Gio, appreciate you. You get into the raffle. Hydro Wilson with the 2. Jovic might be in the... Yeah, I mean, he kind of just stinks. Not ideal that he's going to be being paid $15, $16 million per season going forward after this year. So, not ideal. And then a.k.a. Miami. Nick, of course, you know I have to get you. Let's go Heat. Damn stream for this belt to ass. Absolutely. What a win. a.k.a. Miami, you have a plethora of raffle tickets today. You're an absolute legend. Congratulations on winning your bet. Appreciate you for the support. What a win for the Heat. What a game for Miami. Wow, what a win. Mr. Gio isn't very happy because they didn't get to 150 points. I understand they didn't play a good fourth quarter, but it's still, I wouldn't say something to get angry about. They scored 26 points in the fourth quarter. That's crazy. It's crazy. Well, we're going to sign off on today's stream. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on today's show. We'll be back live on Friday. We'll have videos out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. Peace out, Heat fans. As always, let's go Heat!